Hello and welcome to another episode of Giant Views. My name is Sonia Begeman. I'm the editorial director here at Seed World Group. Joining me today is Peter Bratney with Bratney Companies. Now, first, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. Bratney Companies is a third-generation family business. We started in 1964, and since that time, the seed industry has really been kind of the bread and butter of our business. But we provide industry-leading solutions for conditioning seed, including color sorters, cleaners, gravity tables, destoners, treatment equipment, jog dryers, as well as the best-in-class packaging equipment for conchetti companies.
Mm-hmm. Now, talking about seed conditioning, that treatment and quality of the seed is paramount to the success of not only the farmer, but of the seed companies that you work with. So talk to me about the care that you take to make sure that every precious kernel or every precious seed is protected.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, obviously in the seed industry, it's all about yield. But once the seed comes out of the field, it's equally important to protect that seed and that yield as it goes through the conditioning process. So that's where having total seed clean technology on our conveyors that we fabricate in our Marshalltown fabrication facility is very important. We have the equipment that we represent from Kimbria. Is best in class for cleaning and separation of foreign materials with minimal good seed loss. And then we continue to protect it all the way through to packaging. And so Bratney also provides engineering and construction services. So not only do we have best-in-class equipment, but then as we engineer a facility, we can take care to make certain that everything from the floors to any potential services throughout the facility avoid places where seed might hang up. So that's very important in terms of engineering and construction to ensure that there's no intermixing between varieties.
So what you're talking about here, seed processing, seed cleaning, things of that nature, just protecting that seed quality, this isn't something you just stumble upon. So how did you decide to get involved in agriculture and specifically this particular facet?
Sure. Well, as I mentioned, it's a family business, so I've been involved with it more or less since I was born. My grandfather started the company in 1964, and it's been just something I grew up around and have a passion for. The seed industry is a very important business, not only to our company, but to our nation and the world in terms of helping to feed the world population and some of the new technology that's coming out, not only on the genetic side, but also new technology on the conditioning side. It's very exciting. So at Bratney, we're excited to be leading the way.
Absolutely. Those grandparents and family, they're so influential. That's why I got involved in agriculture
That's right.
too.
A lot of people come into ag through the family. So it's one of the most fun things about it is getting to see other family businesses. Down at our booth just now, talking to one of our customers who had his daughter along with him, and she was new in the industry, and I have 3 daughters myself, so it's fun to think that maybe one day one or more of them might be coming along with me to ask them.
Oh yeah, so exciting. The legacy of agriculture is
Absolutely.
just so fun to see. Well, speaking about exciting things like potentially passing on things to your children, but what's exciting for you right now about the seed industry?
Yeah, I think it's a very exciting time in the seed industry. I mean, we saw for the last 4 or 5 years, there's been a lot of consolidation with the mergers and those trends. So what that meant for us in our business is a lot of customers who maybe have new conditioning facilities that they've come to own through an acquisition or through a merger. So they've tried to figure out how these facilities all work within their existing infrastructure and their existing conditioning plans. So that's been 3 or 4 years' time where customers are primarily focused on what do we have now, how do we service it, how do we keep it running. But now what we're seeing at Bratney is a trend that is really an increase in new projects taking place, new conditioning towers, new dryers, new facilities. And so that's really exciting to us because what that tells me is within the seed industry, not only is there changing of market shares amongst the current players, but really the pie's getting bigger. So the industry is doing well. The existing companies are doing well and growing their respective shares. But also there's some new entrants coming into the market, and that's always exciting. And all of that's a sign of a very good, healthy industry.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of kind of what you're seeing in the industry, obviously you're looking toward the future. So if you had a vision for the seed industry, what would that be right now?
Well, yeah, great question. So, as far as we're concerned from our seat, our vision for the seed industry is to continue to bring new technology to the forefront. So, there's new things we're doing with color sorting. Bratney sells the Saya Chromex color sorter as our primary color sorter into the seed industry. But what that can do is use not only true color seed color sorting, but use near gas and N-gas infrared technology that allows an even higher degree of sorting of defects in foreign material that can't even be seen by the human eye. So that's one example of new technology that's coming to the forefront, helping our customers in the seed industry get even better results with their seed.
So we talked a little bit about how this is a family company. This has been in your family for multiple generations, and we hope to see it in more generations. You know, family in the seed industry, family in the agriculture world is seemingly really important. Can you tell me about why family has been so important for you guys and why you think it's so important for us as an industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of reasons. First of all, a lot of times people who have the greatest passion are people who grew up around it. Not necessarily even in the seed industry, but in ag in general. People who grew up on a farm, for example, or just around seed, around agriculture, they're going to be some of the most passionate advocates for the industry and come to the industry with a innate personal understanding of the importance of the industry and what we provide for the world. It's also great just from a standpoint of tradition, and we love all of our customers, needless to say, but it's fun for me personally to work with smaller independent seed companies. They're a very important part of the entire seed industry as a whole, and it's always fun to be able to bring industry-leading technology that all of the major players within the industry may be using, but to help make those tools available to some of the smaller and independent seed companies to make sure that they're able to bring their best seed forward.
Absolutely. The family feel and the family environment of the seed industry is something that I've always just cherished. And, whether it's a family-owned company or the fact that you guys are so excited to support other family-owned companies, I mean, it's part of what makes this industry so close-knit. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today, Peter.
Thank you so much for being here, and appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Absolutely. Well, this is Sonia Begman. I'm at the American Seed Trade Association CSS and Expo in Chicago, signing off.